Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a really fun video for you because it is using the new Huda Beauty eyeshadows. This palette is so amazing. These top shadows are like rubbing like, I don't even know, on your eye. It's just so like, I don't even know the word. So this eyeshadow palette is absolutely stunning. I'm in love with it. I just received it the other day, so I was super excited to film a video on it. So I know it's not very fall-esque, but I really like how it turned out anyways. So if you would like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Starting this makeup with a clean face, I am taking my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Sand, putting it on my artist brush, and also taking my Marula Beauty Oil. I love any foundation with this Marula Beauty Oil. It is so perfect, and I am just rubbing it into the skin. As you can see, this brush gets the job done so quickly. And then going in with my Kat Von D concealer, and I think this is the shade 11, and I'm just putting it underneath my eyes to conceal and also in the areas that I want to highlight and bring forward. And then I will just take a dampened beauty blender and I will blend it all away. To set everywhere that I put the concealer, I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and I am just putting it on with my dampened beauty blender. This is really good because it kind of is baking. I don't put too much product on there, but when I use the beauty blender to apply it, I feel like it does bake it a little more than a brush would. And then going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Medium Golden just to set the rest of my face so it isn't tacky when I put the bronzer on. And for the bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Nars Laguna bronzer. I love this bronzer so much. I'm just using a tapered Sigma brush to apply this. I really like this brush to apply bronzer just because it gives it a very seamless effect because it is tapered, so it gives a lot of definition in that one little point and then it blends it out really nicely. For eyeshadow, I'm going in with my Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, and it is just going to be starting out with that brown shade, and I'm putting it into my crease and into my upper crease just as a transition shade and making sure it has enough depth that I am looking for, and I just keep on blending and blending until I think it is blended enough. And then I'm going to take my smaller blending brush, and I'm going to take this little bit deeper of a brown shade, and I'm going to focus it mostly into the crease and into the outer V. So I don't want to get it too high up. I do want it to be pretty just in the crease, but maybe just a little bit blended up. So I focus most of the product into the crease. Then when my brush is pretty much empty, I will brush it a little bit higher and turn my brush sideways. You want to make sure everything is super diffused. And I'm going to bring that same color down on my lower lash line as well, making sure not to get any in my eye. And I don't want any on that inner part because I just think it would close off the eye. Then taking this gorgeous color. I'm using it with my finger because it didn't really work with the brush, but when you use your finger, it applies so magically. It just looks so foiled. As you can see, I was like, oh my god. And then I'm going to take my brush just to make sure the edges of it are nice and diffused. Going in with this deeper brown shade on this tapered brush, I'm just focusing this right into that crease just to deepen it up just a little bit more. I didn't think it was deep enough. And then I'll also run this on the lower lash line right in that outer corner as well, just so it looks more even with the upper lash line. Then taking the lightest matte shade in the palette, I'm just using this as my brow bone highlight and my inner corner highlight. Then taking my Kat Von D ink liner, I'm just giving myself a nice wing, and I'm not going to lie, this was very hard to use over that shadow that was on my lid. I did have to keep going over and over and over, but it did end up working. Then taking my Tarte Tarteous mascara and giving myself a couple of coats because I am going to go in with Falsies, and the Falsies that I'm going to go in with today are from Icon Lashes. These are so beautiful. I will leave the name down below. I think they're Brooklyn, and as you can see, they just give so much life to my eyes. And then taking the MAC blush in Blush Baby and putting it all over my cheeks and up to my hairline. And then for highlight, I'm taking one of my all-time favorites, Gilded Honey by Laura Geller, and just putting it right on the tops of my cheekbones, and then also I will run it down the bridge of my nose, on the tip of my nose, and then also on my Cupid's bow. And then for lips, I am going in with my Anastasia liquid lipstick in the color Sorbet.